So we either have low pressure or high pressure. Low pressure is when the air goes up, you haven't got as much pressure on you, but when you have high pressure, the air sinks down. So yesterday the pressure was high, sinking, putting a lid on everything.
Yes.
So that was the kind of weather we had yesterday.
I'm actually a meteorologist.
There we go.
Wow.
Yes, rain is the name of the game today. So for everybody, not just Susanna, here's the pressure chart. It was high pressure that had the lid on the atmosphere yesterday. It wasn't moving very much. It was cloudy and grey. But low pressure kickstarts a change. Low pressure brings wetter, windier conditions. The isobars close together, bringing in this band of rain, and this cloudy and wet is the scene for many of us today because a weather front that's been waiting in the wings, spreading right across the country today, and actually chains of weather fronts queuing up in the Atlantic to bring more spells of rain most days this week. But no weather warnings in force at the moment. That could change later this week as our rainfall totals start to top up. The other thing to notice is the direction of our isobars, where the winds are coming from the southwest, and that means things are set to be mild. So today it's cloudy, it's wet, and yes, it is mild. Here's how it looks from overnight. We have this band of rain moving in from the west, marching its way eastwards. So most of England and Wales waking up to rain. That rain is heavy, particularly over some higher ground of Wales. Scotland and Northern Ireland with a few clearer spells, a chillier start here. So actually as low as -1, -2 for Scotland, but as mild as +10 or 11 degrees in the south. What a difference that cloud makes. But for many of us, it stays cloudy. The main band of rain moves its way eastwards, so the heavier rain clears away. But then we're in this broad, warm sector. It means it's cloudy, it's dull, it's damp all day long. Drizzly conditions and fairly breezy through southern and western coasts. And temperature-wise, it's still above average across the board, 10 to 13 degrees. We're really just the far north of Scotland seeing sunshine. Everyone else staying cloudy and dull. How do things pan out as we head through the next? Many people being greeted by rain first thing this morning. It moved in overnight last night thanks to a weather front that's been queuing up in the Atlantic, and it spreads rain across most of England and Wales today. Then you can see the weather fronts trail right back across the Atlantic. More rain to come this week. No warnings in force at the moment, but some could be issued later this week. Good morning to you. Cloud and rain are the name of the game for today. A weather front that's been queuing up in the west spreads a whole weather system across our shores. It brings with it rain, but you follow the line back. It comes all the way down to the mid-Atlantic, so we're going to continue with spells of rain most days this week, and also from a mild direction, so cloudy, mild and wet. Good morning. A very wet day ahead, particularly for England and Wales. The weather front moved in, and you can see from the weather fronts, actually, they're drawn all the way back down to the mid-Atlantic. They're going to continue to be a conveyor belt through the coming days. They push northwards, so northern areas seeing the most rain, southern areas seeing some dry conditions as we head through the next few days. But the common theme throughout is how mild it is set to be. So, first thing this morning, rain moved in. The radar shows it coming in from the west through England and Wales, and with these overcast skies, it means it is mild to start this morning. We're looking at 12 degrees to start in the south, with some clear spells across Scotland. Temperatures have fallen below freezing. Glimmers of brightness for northern Scotland, but most of us overcast, grey, cloudy, dull and damp with extensive mist and hill fog. Breezy through southern and western areas. Rain clears in the east, but another mild day ahead.